What is going on, YouTube? Modsville USA here, back with another video, and we got something pretty special here. Just got this order in today on eBay. This is a Phoebe, the elusive, the rare Phoebe. There are two boards here. There's the Ray or the Phoebe. I got the Phoebe because that's what I need for my model of Sega Saturn. So basically, really early models need the Ray board, and some Model 1s and all Model 2s use the Phoebe. I've got a Model 2, so I'm for sure good with this. Now, these guys are stupid hard to get. It's made by the same guy that makes the GDEMU for Dreamcast. Never been able to get my hands on a legit GDEMU. He does pre-orders on his WordPress website, and they're sold out immediately when they go on sale. These guys get resold on eBay for like $600 to $800. It's insane. But I happened to stumble across one for $300. Still above the retail price of like $150 or whatever it is, but yeah, I thought it was reasonable. The dude who sold it's still making a profit probably, but I don't care. I'm cool with it. Stoked to have it. Cheapest I've ever seen it by quite a bit. Had a little bit of scratch, so you know what, screw it, I bought it. So yeah, we're going to be putting this in my Japanese Model 2 Dreamcast. So let me show you everything it came with. It came in this Ziploc bag here. We got a ribbon cable. He included a 16 gig SD card. And then these two pegs here. Let's see. So we got the ribbon cable right here. Nice. 16 gig SD preloaded with some stuff. I don't really know what's on it. I'm going to be configuring a 200 gig one though. We got two legs. Very nice. And that's all of it. And let me show you the board. It's a really clean, matte looking board. This is the first time I've dealt with an official. I've never had an official GDEMU. And this is not that. This is a Phoebe. Similar kind of setup here. Very cool. Very neat board. So the one thing that's worth mentioning with the GDEMUs, those have some cheap Chinese clones that people resell or make and sell. They come from China. These Phoebes do not have a clone. These are what they are. You got to get them from the legit source. There might be a clone somewhere down the line. I kind of doubt it though. These have been out for quite some time, and I was waiting for the Professor Abrasive Sega Satiator, which I might still get when it comes out. I'm hooking him up on Patreon. I'm supporting him, but in the meantime, I'm pretty stoked on this. So yeah, let me go grab my Sega Saturn. We gotta figure out what type of Sega Saturn I have. So as far as the typings go, there's this page here that tells you, I think there's 4 types. So for the Phoebe, it's going to be either type 2, type 3, or type 4. I think if you have a Model 2, 21 pin. Okay. So if you have a Model 1 that would be using a Phoebe, it would be a type 2. So we might have either a type 2, a type 3, or a type 4. Now it tells you a few ways to check it. It's not really. There's a white strip around the drive PCB. Okay, well, I think a lot of these were Frankenstein, these Saturns I had here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it apart to the board completely and check the model number. So there could be a VA 10 through 15 would be type 4. VA 6 through 9 would be type 3. VA 2 to VA 5 would be type 2. So we're going to pull the Saturn apart to the motherboard, remove the mod chip that was in there, and then pop this guy in. Let's do it. Okay, so after tearing my console down to the board, trying to figure out what VA number we had here, didn't have it on the board. But after looking at this, I noticed that the version 3, or the Type 3 and the Type 4, are the models that all have the controller port built in, whereas the Type 2 seems to be the one that has a separate controller port, which mine does have. So yeah, we're pretty damn sure that we've got a Type 2. This looks right. Type 3, Type 4 have the way smaller power supplies and stuff, so should be good with this. Now, what's next on the chopping board? Next, we gotta configure our Phoebe here. So there, depending on what version you have, you gotta jump some joints here. We gotta bridge some pads, and let's see what we got going on. Pop. So the dude that I bought it from said that it was set up for Type 3. That is correct. It is set up for Type 3. We got to set it up for Type 2. So all we got to do is unbridge this guy here. Bridge up. That is all. We'll get a little flux going. Now, bridge it the other direction. Ta-da. Simple as that. And now I'm going to clean her up. A little bit of rubbing alcohol. So we don't want to leave this sticky ass flux chilling on this guy forever. That would suck. Not a good idea. Okay, I'm hitting it with the soft bristle brush. Got some Q-tip fuzz on those joints. I don't feel good about that. Wipe away, wipe away. Okay. Bootyful. That's pretty good. Okay, here we are on the Saturn side of things. And this is all quite simple. So as you can see, I installed these two legs here to these holes on the Phoebe. Just plug it in like this on those bottom two legs that were originally for the disk drive. And we're just gonna hook this guy up. Plug in the power for the Phoebe here. And this cable, you might need to bend it, but for the Model 2, looks like all we do is got nervous there that this was the wrong amount of pins. A little spooked there for a moment. This right here. Hey, that's pretty good. Let's get there's a lot of slack on this. So we're gonna get some bends going here. A nice little fold going. I believe that's the end of that chapter. There she is. Been wanting one of these for many moons now. Many moons of wanting one of these. I've got this 16 gig boy here. I'll plug this in. And we're going to test it out, see what's going on with the SD card that they sent us. And yeah, I'll see you on the testing station. Alright, so I've got the Saturn hooked up over here. I've got the top off, we're still in that testing phase. I'll level with you. I've already gone through this a little bit. Looks like I need to reset this again though for some reason. Whatever. We go hit A. Got that nice high Saturn BIOS. Region free mod. I mainly just wanted it for that boot screen. And here we are. Look at that. So this is what is on that 16 gig SD card. The next phase is going to be how to do this, or setting up the SD card from scratch. This is just a couple random games. Let's give it a go. So I went through this already. Fast boot, just get straight into the game. Full boot, it pretty much restarts the console and you go through the BIOS screen again. I'm just gonna go with the fast boot. And also I want to mention full boot, for whatever reason, when I tried full boot, my controller would stop working once getting in game. I don't know what's up with that. So we're going fast boot. Yeah, buddy. There she goes. Dun, 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 dun. Worth it. Worth it. I'm gonna be super bummed if a clone comes out in like a week or whatever for like 50 bucks, since I dropped a solid $300 on it. But you know what? I got the legit one. Not directly from the source, but these things legit go for people like try charging like 600, 800, stupid amounts of money. So 300, had a bit of extra cheddar, might as well. Stoked on it. It's pretty tight. Yeah, so let's stick around with the SD card on the computer. Hey guys, if you're watching this, thank you for making it to the end of the video. I'm gonna cut it off here, and I'm gonna do a video just dedicated on how to set the SD card up for one of these, because it warrants its own video. It's a little convoluted. And then I'm probably going to do one more on this subject, if I can count. Just showing you my complete 200 gigabyte SD setup, the ultimate Sega Saturn with every game loaded, all of that. Coming up too, on the chopping block, we've been treating ourselves. We got a PS-IO, similar device for the PS1. Got one coming in the mail still, the GC loader for the GameCube. Should be showing up in May. So we got a whole bunch of these ODE devices to set up on a lot of retro consoles. I'm looking forward to it, so stick around, subscribe if you're new here, ring that bell if you want to see it when it drops, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
It's true, that's what we say. Don't let us back and say what to do. That's what we say.